Okay, so what you're going to need for this project is an iPad with the Cricut app installed on it, your Cricut machine and having that attached to your iPad with Bluetooth. You need a Cricut mat. I prefer the light grip so that my stuff doesn't get too stuck onto it, but the standard grip works well too. You're going to need your iron-on paper. I picked this most beautiful gold glitter. I'm so excited to use it. This is my first time, but I also picked up some black. That's just your everyday iron-on by Cricut or whatever color you decide is best, and then a t-shirt that fits you. What I did before I got started with any of this was I put this shirt on, and I knew that I wanted to do this little logo right on kind of over my heart, just like any of your little polos with that little logo there. So I measured out with just this little, this is a sewing tool that I got. It's just this little chalk, you can see it here, little thing that has like this little ridge on it, and when you click over that, it makes that chalk line on whatever you're doing. So I just rolled it while it was on me of kind of the placement I wanted it to be, and then it just irons off when you put that on there. If you are using though a light colored shirt, like a white shirt that this white chalk wouldn't work so well on, then these pens, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right, but Frixion, they make blue and pink ones, so I use these for my lighter projects. Okay, so let's get started. I also grabbed a ruler, and my iron is also preheating over there as well. This measured out to be about 2 inches. I want to go a little bit further and do 3 inches, so just keep that in mind what your project height that you want it to be is. Okay, so I just cut out this small little piece. It's about 4 by 5. And the most important part about this glitter stuff is there's the really shiny side, and then there's kind of more the matte, more dull side. The dull side is what you want facing up, and that's what eventually is going to be the gluey part that you are going to stick to your project. So then the shiny part is seen, but that's why we're going to mirror our image and flip it. So make sure you have sparkly side down. I know it's so sad we have to cover up those sparkles for a moment, but we are just going to, I actually switched to my standard grip mat here. It's just a little bit easier. When I was trying to put it on the light grip, it wasn't staying down. So I am just putting this in that top corner, making sure it is all the way stuck down. I try not to have those little edges poke up. I'm always worried it's gonna jam my machine. So that is on there. Now we are going to go over to iPad, and we are going to go into from categories, drop down and go into projects in the cloud. I'm going to grab that little logo that I want to make and press make it. I don't want to waste that whole 12 by 12, so here I'm going to go into 4 by 6, and this is an iron-on, so I'm going to mirror that image, and then I can also drag this and just put it a little bit more to the center. I just want to make sure that I'm not going past, this is a 4 by 6 and I cut mine 4 by 5, so it's not going past the 5. I'm good to go. I'm going to press continue. And now I'm going to search for my material, so I'm going to go to all and press search. I'm going to start typing in glitter, and there you see that glitter iron-on shows up, so I'm going to select that one, and it says make sure that mirror is turned on and the material is placed bonded side up. So that's just meaning that sticky side is up, the shiny is facing down, and I did make sure that our mirroring is clicked. So I need to make sure that my blade is in, so let's open up our Cricut. I do have my blade in position B, and then we are going to load the mat. So I'm just gonna make sure that this sticks down a little bit again. I'm gonna load it under these little tabs here. Pull it up so that it does not hit my back wall as it's going through. And I like to close this when it's cutting just so that it doesn't get any light in there, and it's showing me that it is ready to load. So I'm going to press this load. And this will light up when it is ready to go. There it is blinking at me. So let's press this and it'll cut. Over here it is showing us the status of the cut. And it says it's complete. So okay, I'm gonna open this back, press this button to eject, and it is all cut for me. And it's a little hard to see, but let's pause here and we will weed this out. This tool to kind of grab at my edge here. I'm going to take off all of this beautiful glittery part. And there we have it. That's all that I need. So I'm just going to discard that, and now we'll get the shirt to place it on. So I have my shirt here, and there's those two lines that I had before that when I tried it on myself to place it. So I'm going to kind of center this right around. I'm actually going to cut this off a little bit more so that I can see my centering. Don't need all this extra. And let's place that. I just kind of eyeball this. I don't think it's an exact science. So if I have that kind of in the center, and those are my center lines, I'm going to kind of center this over and right about there. Okay, so I'm going to press this down, and my iron has been heating up. So let's go over there next. Okay, so I am lucky that this is just a little teeny logo, so my iron will be able to fit over the whole thing. So I'm just going to do this in one swoop of putting my iron on top of it and holding it for 30 seconds. Super important that you make sure that if you have an iron that steams, I've emptied my water and I've put it on the no steam. So that little beep told me I'm ready to go. I put it all the way up to max so that it's as hot as it goes, and I'm just going to place this, put a little pressure on it, and count to 30. And then I'm also just going to go the other way, count to 30 again. And then back and forth. It's pretty good at this point, but I am also going to flip it over to the back and just do a little bit, just to make sure the adhesion is good. Also, I want to note that I pre-ironed this right before so that it was warmed up right before I put the decal on. Just rub back and forth a little bit. This one doesn't take as much time because it is just this little decal. Looking pretty good. I can see it curling on the edges. Let's take a little peek. Ooh, it is adhering really nicely. Zoom in on that. Okay, moment of truth. Flip that. Oh my word, this glitter is so beautiful. There you have it. Happy crafting!